Everyone said no, every single time. And after a while, he started to believe them. He thought he already knew enough to succeed, but one decision cost him more than he expected, and it all started with advice he refused to take. Daniel was confident, not loud, not arrogant, just sure of himself. He had a decent job, steady income, and a simple belief. If you work hard and trust your instincts, things will work out. He didn't overthink things. He didn't ask many questions. And honestly, he didn't think he needed to. When an opportunity came to move into a better role at work, Daniel didn't hesitate. It meant more responsibility, more decisions, more pressure, things he had never handled before. A co-worker pulled him aside. "You might want to learn a few things first," he said. "Maybe talk to someone who's done it before." Daniel smiled. "I'll figure it out." And that was the problem. He always thought he would. At first, everything felt fine. But then, small things started slipping. A simple mistake turned into a missed deadline. A missed deadline turned into tension with his team. People stopped asking him questions because they weren't sure he had answers. At night, Daniel would replay everything in his head. "I should have handled that differently. Why didn't I see that coming?" But every morning, he told himself the same thing. "I just need more time." Until one day, he didn't have it anymore. His manager sat across from him. "Daniel, we trusted you with this, but things are falling apart." That night, something shifted. Not around him, but inside him. Maybe working hard wasn't enough. Maybe he didn't actually know what he was doing. The next day, Daniel did something he had never done before. He asked for help, not casually, not halfway, seriously. "I need you to be honest with me," he said. "What am I doing wrong?" The answer came quickly. "You're not learning, you're guessing. And guessing doesn't build anything." That moment changed everything. Because Daniel realized something most people never do. Confidence without learning isn't strength, it's risk. So he made a decision. From that day forward, before making any important move, he would follow 3 simple steps. First, he would ask someone who had experience. Second, he would take time to understand, not assume. Third, he would act, but only after learning. No more guessing, no more rushing ahead, just learning, then moving. The first week felt slow, uncomfortable. Asking questions made him feel inexperienced. Pausing made him feel uncertain. Everything in him wanted to go back to what felt natural, but he didn't. He stayed with it. By the second week, things started making sense. By the third week, his decisions improved. And for the first time, people started coming to him for answers. Small things began to change. A task that once overwhelmed him, he completed with clarity. A conversation that once confused him, he handled with confidence. His team noticed. His manager noticed. But more importantly, Daniel noticed. He wasn't the same person anymore. Not because he suddenly knew everything, but because he finally understood something deeper. The people who grow the most in life aren't the ones who think they know. They're the ones who are willing to learn. Because real wisdom doesn't start with answers. It starts with humility. The moment you stop assuming you know is the moment you finally begin to understand. So here's the question. Where in your life are you moving forward without really learning? And what would change if you paused and chose to understand first? If this felt like home to you, subscribe. And if someone came to mind while you were watching, share this with them.